Today, we're diving into a tiny book with a truly massive idea. It's a text from way back in 1944 that claims to hold the key to getting everything you've ever dreamed of. We're talking about Neville Goddard's Feeling is the Secret.
So let's just start with a huge question, right off the bat. What if the whole world you're experiencing isn't something that's just happening to you, but something that's actually coming from you? What if your feelings aren't just reactions, but are literally the creative power that builds your reality?
And according to Goddard, this is the fundamental truth of everything. And he's not being poetic here. He means that everything you see, touch, and experience is your very own consciousness, just pushed out into the world. Which means the secret to changing your world isn't out there somewhere. It has to be inside you.
Okay, let's really get into this. To understand how all this works, you first have to get on board with one core principle that Goddard calls the one reality. This is what he calls the law of consciousness. And it's pretty simple. Your awareness, your consciousness, is the only thing that's truly real. It's both the cause of everything and the stuff everything is made of. So if you want to change anything, your health, your money, your relationships, you don't go trying to fix the outside world. Nope. You turn inwards the only thing that's actually real, your own consciousness.
So, how does this one reality actually operate? Well, Goddard explains that for the purpose of creating things, consciousness kind of splits itself into two different parts. Let's just call them the two minds.
Think about it like this. You've got your conscious mind. That's the one you're using right now to listen to me. It's personal, it's selective, it chooses what to pay attention to. But then there's the subconscious, and it's completely impersonal. It doesn't have an opinion, it doesn't judge or pick and choose, it just accepts whatever you give it. Now, Goddard uses a metaphor here that's a bit of its time, comparing them to a male-female dynamic. The conscious mind is the male part. It's the one that comes up with ideas, and it lives in the world of effects that we all see. The subconscious, on the other hand, is the female aspect, the womb of creation. It's the part that receives those ideas, and it's the true source, the realm of cause.
And, this relationship is literally everything. Your conscious mind impresses an idea, and your subconscious, without arguing, without a single question, just gives it form in your world. The subconscious doesn't dream up ideas on its own, it just faithfully brings to life whatever it's handed.
So, this brings us right to the heart of the whole thing. If the conscious mind is the one doing the impressing, well, we have to ask the most important question of all.
I mean, it can't just be random thoughts, right? That can't be it. Otherwise, our lives would be complete and utter chaos. There has to be a very specific medium, a special language that the subconscious actually understands.
And there it is, the big secret, hiding in plain sight. It's feeling. Not just thoughts, not willpower, but raw feeling. See, your subconscious isn't moved by what you think. It's moved by what you feel is true. Feeling is the bridge, the connection between your two minds.
This is exactly why getting a handle on your feelings is so important. Every single feeling you allow yourself to have is making an impression. And if you've got conflicting feelings, like you think I want to be wealthy, but you feel poor, well, the dominant feeling is the one that's going to win. It's the one that gets expressed. I am will always be a more powerful feeling than I will be.
And there you have it, the entire law all wrapped up in one powerful sentence. If you can truly change how you feel on the inside, no matter what's happening on the outside, you will change your destiny. Goddard says this isn't just a nice idea. It's an unbreakable law of the universe.
Okay, so knowing the theory is great, but how do we actually do this? How do we put it into practice? Well, Goddard lays out a very specific technique he calls assuming the wish fulfilled.
All right, it's a three-step process. First, you have to know exactly what you want. Be clear. Second, you create a very short, simple scene in your mind that would happen after your wish has come true. Not the moment you get it, but a moment that implies it's already a done deal. And third, you get physically still, relax your body, and you play that little scene over and over again until you start to feel the genuine emotion of it being real.
And honestly, this is the hardest part for most people. You literally have to learn to ignore what your five senses are yelling at you. You have to ignore the bank statement, the doctor's report, what other people are saying. You have to disregard all of it and start living from the feeling that your wish is already a fact. Because that inner feeling, that sensation, he says, is what always comes first.
Now, to help us get into this state of assumption, Goddard points out two natural gateways to the subconscious.
2 times during the day when the wall between our two minds is at its thinnest.
The absolute most powerful gateway is sleep. You know that state right before you drift off? That drowsy, super relaxed state? That's when your conscious mind is checking out and the door to the subconscious just swings wide open. The feeling you are holding as you fall into sleep is literally the instruction you are giving your subconscious for your tomorrow.
So the technique here is really simple. As you're lying in bed, you bring up that little scene you created, and you really let yourself feel the satisfaction of it being complete. Your whole job is just to hold on to that feeling of "it is finished" as you drift off. The one thing you absolutely must not do is go to sleep marinating in feelings of worry or discouragement.
Okay, the second gateway is prayer. But listen, this is not prayer in the sense of asking or begging for something. For Goddard, prayer is the art of yielding. It's about getting yourself into a passive, relaxed state, a state a lot like the one right before you fall asleep, where you can just accept your desire as an already accomplished fact.
So how do you know you're in the right state for this kind of prayer? You'll start to feel this comfortable stillness, almost a gentle, floating sensation, where you have zero desire to move a muscle. It's in this deep state of relaxation that you can most easily impress the subconscious just by feeling your wish fulfilled.
So when you tie all of this together, the point is actually pretty simple. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you are. Your outer world is just a flawless mirror, reflecting the state of being you are occupying on the inside.
Just let that one sink in for a minute. The person you want to be, the life you want to have, it's not something you have to go out and create from scratch. It already exists inside you as a potential reality. The only thing preventing it from showing up in your world is your refusal to believe it, to feel it as real right here, right now.
And so, as we wrap this up, the power is handed right back to you. It turns out the key to the kingdom was in your pocket the whole time. So, knowing that the feeling you carry into sleep tonight becomes the blueprint for your tomorrow, what state, what feeling will you choose to impress upon reality?